tonight. Seattle calls timeout. .104 left now here in the second. Perkins dishes to Payton. Rebounded by the Bucks. Scott's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Now here's Payton. He's got 9. He dishes it to Perkins. Out to Schrempf. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Scott.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
11 seconds left in the first half. Payton drives in. Here's Schrempf. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Schrempf's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet nine. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with for a teammate.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation.
And through the first half up. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
We've got Johnson. Hawkins is out there with Gary Payton. Then there's Shawn Kemp, and it's Schrempf in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And here's Seattle. Down low, and stolen by Scott. Pushing it up. Fires top of the key. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
To the inside. The shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. He's feeling it. Scott. Good. Scott's got 24 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And they double up Payton. Johnson kicks to Schrempf. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Here's Murray. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Head coach of the Sonics had some words for his team over the break. He said very simply, let's open things up and let's keep them open. Let's keep gunning and get the defense on its heels. And before the huddle broke up, he mentioned playing active defense in transition, telling his guys to be very quick to get back when the ball changes hands. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. The shot by Payton. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Here's Milwaukee now. Scott can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And Kemp slams it in.
Well, for one, he hasn't let him down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here's Scott. He trains the quick shot. Scott's got 26.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. Inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And they double up Peyton. Fires from the line. Kept alive. Johnson got a hand on it. One-on-one here. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
To the middle. Left side Kemp. Now Schrempf. 16 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's Hawkins. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
And guys, that's his game. Battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. Man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Kemp finishes the back end of the alley-oop.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Puts up a 3. Milwaukee the rebound. Launches it. Murray, good. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Hawkins. The teardrop falls in.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Here's Scott. Can't hit. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way. And here's the fast break. Here's Schrempf. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Here's Murray. Here's Scott. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Johnson. Wingate comes in for Hersey Hawkins. And it's McMillan in for Gary Payton. Kemp.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
Guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And so it's Milwaukee with it. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's 31 points for the Cobra.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The screen from Kemp. Off the pick. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Milwaukee on top, just dominating this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Magician is out there with the Cobra. Then there's Scott. Then there's Monroe. And it's Scott in at the 4 slot. Passes it to Askew from outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, Scott from downtown. And McMillan pulls it down.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Down low, here's Brakowski, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
And stolen by Scott. Lays it in off the breakaway. Scott's got 14 points here in the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Wingate. No good on the 3. And the Bucks with possession. And finished off by Scott.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
McMillan passes to Brakowski.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
Got that bucket in no time at all. That's 28 points for the Cobra.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Askew. Milwaukee with the rebound. Scott's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Pass to Wingate. Launches a 3. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 8 rebounds in this game. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Miller. Here's McMillan. He's covered by Murray. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Monroe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Scott against Miller. Second shot opportunity. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
And Seattle making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and he's good on the second.
Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs, just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster, so that one team was the Grizzlies.
Steele passes to Murray. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Scott gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Scott's got 8 points in the quarter.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Wingate passes to Johnson. Johnson double-teamed. Feeds to Miller.
2 minutes remaining.
To the paint. The pass to McMillan. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go from the corner. McMillan's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. From 11 feet away. And the rejection by Monroe. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Really nice job to